It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert.
Hey, we're back. But you know what, Max? I really don't want to talk about this episode. I don't want to talk about it until tomorrow morning, if that's okay. I think it'd be better if we could just put it off until tomorrow morning. I don't want to deal with this right now.
Okay, that's that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I need some time to weasel my way out of this.
Your way out of this, like Daniel, the Rat King, Rat King Daniel.
I need to wrap my way. I need to wrap my way out of this. So I need a whole night to think about it. And then
I feel like I've just totally screwed everything up.
I feel like we'll be playing that one a lot if he makes it a bit longer.
Oh, yes, we will. Oh, yes.
Daniel does it again.
Daniel, you old goon. First his arm pops out, then his brain. Oh, boy.
Everything is always on Daniel's terms, okay?
He's a lawyer. It has to be.
He's like, right? I just want to talk it over in the morning, guys. It's been a long night for me. Totally.
Chanel's like, no, we're talking about this now.
Look, I don't get how this is all my fault. I also love how at the end of this, he's like, why am I taking all the heat for this and not Chanel? I don't understand. It's a very fickle game. It's not. I'm not fickle. It's the game.
It's the game that's fickle. Right. I definitely didn't panic under pressure. I definitely didn't. It's the game. How about our winner picks this episode, Max? I gotta say, like, in a sea of dumb Survivor players, you and I's winner picks have been like amazing throughout this whole thing.
I think you're talking about, Hai making sure not to fold, and also Romeo choosing to sit out of every challenge. It is an amazing strategic choice.
It is.
Why tire yourself out like that? Why even face Jonathan? What's the point?
It's true. You're wasting energy at that point if you're facing Jonathan.
Yeah. Do you want to look like Lydia jumping after those things? I mean...
Hey, we got Luke from Temptation Island. He says he's tuning in from 10,000 feet. Very nice.
Ooh.
grab a Coca-Cola for me up there, Luke. Appreciate it. Yeah, I just Hai especially. I feel like my winner pick especially is doing amazing. He took control of this tribe, and it went very fast. I feel like Mike is in his corner now, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, not only did we see this part where Mike says that he's in with Hai and Lydia, we also had this moment of them during the immunity challenge when they're on the mat, and he's like, I can't believe that we just did that. And he's like, I love you, buddy. They have this like tender, sweet moment.
Oh man, I'm down for that friendship. I'm down for the Lydia Hai Mike alliance. That sounds fun.
I think Hai is probably feeling closer to Mike than Lydia at this moment. Maybe,
yeah. I guess you could say he's feeling pretty high on himself right now. Right?
There we
go. Here comes the drum sound. There he is. Oh, a clapper. Hey. That never gets old.
Nope. At least for us. But Daniel is like, yeah, Chanel totally, I screwed things up, but also Chanel screwed things up. But Chanel has a take of her own.
Was it my idea to get Lydia out? Nah, sure.
Nah, sure.
Nah, sure.
Nah, sure.
Nah, sure. Yeah.
Will we ever get a straight answer on that? Whose idea was it?
Yeah.
Nah, sure.
Nah, I'm gonna start using that in life, just so that people walk away confused from me.
Nah, sure.
Nah, sure. Not sure.
Not sure. Not sure.
Yeah. I mean, it was interesting to hear Chanel say, well, that would have blown up my game if I had gone along with him, because like that's what we were thinking last episode. It's nice to hear it said out loud of like that's the reason she didn't go down with Weasel with the Weasel Daniel, you know.
I also love the excuse of how could I have blindsided anyone? I didn't even vote. So how could I have blindsided anyone? I didn't even vote. So there.
That's the genius move, Max. She purposefully chose the risk to vote so that she wouldn't have a vote. I'm telling you, man, she's playing chess. Everybody else is playing
That's
checkers.
the only reasonable explanation that somebody would risk their vote. That's the only thing that I think we finally figured it out.
There's no blame to go to her.
I spent
if she
the
doesn't have a
past
vote.
week thinking how anyone could risk their vote in that situation, and this is the only semi-logical explanation.
It's the only thing that makes sense. It's no vote, no blame. That's it.
I had another good confessional about Daniel when he folded.
That man has literally no backbone. None.
Literally, I guess that's probably why his shoulder popped out, because if you don't have a backbone, like what are your shoulder blades like attached to? You know, so your shoulder's probably bound to pop out.
Yeah, your backbones. That's what they're attached to. Yeah.
Yeah, to the hip bone.
The hip bone, and the hip bone's connected to the
brain.
The brain bone, and then the brain bone's connected to the heart bone. Right?
Yeah, all those bones.
That's how it is.
But,
Mike, we get a little tidbit from him here where he says Daniel is way down on his list now. No shit. Yeah, it seems like Daniel's pretty fucked unless a tribe swap comes.
That's what he's praying for.
That's what he's praying for. You know, and I just don't see the rest of this group splitting up in any way. I think Daniel first, Chanel second is what's in their minds.
He's very lucky that they won this one, so he better hope next episode
he would have been gone right away.
A tribe swap or they win.
But then again, I think we would have thought Tori would have been gone for sure too, and then look what happened.
Yes.
So you never really know.
Anything can happen. But there is one thing that we know.
There ain't no kumbaya. The K left, the kumbaya, the oomba, everything left. There's no kumbaya. It's like, holy crap, that's what it's all about right now.
The oomba left, okay? If I know one, I don't know anything else he said, but the oomba left and the K. The oomba's gone, guys.
Oh no, not the oomba.
Not the oomba, not the K.
No.
It's holy crap by season. The oomba and the K went on vacation. It's holy crap by
I don't know. I don't know.
He summed it all up.
Yep, he did.
So when the reward challenge happened, I thought, ugh, reward challenge.
Yeah.
And then I walked into my kitchen to grab a quick snack. And then I turned back around and it was over. Because Jonathan just did the whole challenge.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
It was that fast, was it for you?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Are you a slow decider of foods in the fridge? Are you one of those people that keeps the fridge
Okay, well, to be honest,
open?
I'll be honest. I was getting dinner.
Okay.
So we had just made dinner. So we had pasta. So I was taking the pasta out of the colander, and I was taking the tomato sauce out of the pot, and I was sprinkling on some Parmesan cheese. You know, I had to grab a fork, but
you're a real paisan.
But that only takes about 2 minutes. You know, normally the challenge. I was listening to the challenge. I got back, and then all of a sudden,
that's
all
the best
balls,
way to consume the challenges is listening to them.
All the balls were in the thing. I was like, how is the challenge over? Usually that would have just taken them going under and over the thing, and I just would have missed the first part.
Yeah,
but I missed the whole challenge basically. Besides,
did you hear the part where they get fish as a reward? Did you hear that?
I did see them receive the fish, and I did see the whole part of everybody just being like, yeah, he did the whole challenge for them.
Don't you miss the days when they'd get a nice Outback Steakhouse feast, a beautiful bloomin' onion, a wonderful T-bone steak, and everybody would repeat over and over again, Outback, that's where I love to go with my family. And then they look to the camera and they give 2 thumbs up and they go, Outback, go to your local Outback Steakhouse today and have a wonderful
Yes.
dinner with your family. Don't you
I
miss
want them
those
to get
times?
a movie and say, like, go see Jack and Jill at the theaters,
Yes, that's one of the
please.
greatest moments in the history of Survivor.
Go see that, you know?
Ben would like that. Ben would really like, not this Ben. I'm
You're
talking
speaking
about
for yourself. Ben who?
or no, not Ben. I'm sorry.
Treebergen? He
I
loves
mixed
Sandler.
I mixed him up with who was it on Sophie's season that was just loving
Coach?
no, it wasn't Coach, it was the other guy. He was just loving that
Rick?
maybe, yes. Yes.
With the
sounds
cowboy
right.
hat?
Yes.
Cowboy Rick?
Yep. Cowboy Rick. He loved Jack and Jill. He loved it.
I don't think Sophie enjoyed it.
She did not. Still haven't seen that one. Might have to check that out at some point.
I've heard Pacino is fabulous in it, but I haven't seen
Oh,
it.
of course. Isn't it amazing the amount of great stars that Adam Sandler gets in his movies? He gets Pacino, he gets Steve Buscemi all the time, John Turturro. It's amazing.
Schneider.
Schneider. Spade.
It's incredible. How does he pull them in?
It's incredible.
Yeah, I loved when Jonathan was like, we have a tight 4. We're just
Oh, boy.
amazing. When we get to the merge, we're not going to be flexible, and you guys you're going to have to vote us all out one by one immediately. The 8 of you should get together and vote the 4 of us out.
I mean, it worked in the old school seasons. It did, you know? He's playing an old school game.
Yeah, but
You know.
4 against 2 other tribes.
It's not gonna. If a tribe swap happens, that's a no good for the Takus.
Yeah, but even
It's
if
no
there was
good.
like a 3-way merge, whatever happens, it's not good.
No.
And then also, it's just he's such a target. They're all like, "Yeah, he's fucked."
He's like, but meat shield, and they're
Meat
like,
Shield, I'm
you're
the Meat
too
Shield.
big. You're
Yeah,
bigger
they're
than a
like,
meat shield.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maria, my girlfriend, brought this up. She was thinking that. Do you think? Did Jeff talk about this? Do you think that like they did this whole like removal of rice thing to make providers like him more important, so that I think did Jeff?
That's
talk
an
about
interesting
this?
thought. Maybe.
So that like providers are more important, so we need them, so we have to keep them around.
I
Probably,
really do
right?
think they're trying to just get back to the original survival concept because it was lost to a certain degree. But I also, knowing Jeff and who his favorite players are,
Yeah.
sure, absolutely,
Yeah, definitely.
But I think it serves both purposes. I do to a certain degree like that the survival aspect is more back in it to the tiniest degree. Like I really mostly care about the strategy, but I
Yeah.
think it's cool that Jeff is trying to bring back this sort of nostalgic feel of the old Survivor times too. That's nice, I guess, right?
Yeah, I guess.
So-
It's not like we see any like survival aspects. It's just
Yeah.
it's just them being like, I'm hungry.
Well, in our cast assessment pregame, we heard Jonathan say that he does spearfishing back home, like he does it every day, and that he would be really good at it. And this season, you've seen him wanting to get the spear all season, and
Well,
finally,
they got it.
They got it last challenge, but we haven't seen him use it since. And then they get these 10 fish, and it's like, well, has Jonathan already been catching fish? Like we don't even know.
Well, apparently in the preview, we're going to see Daniel go fishing. So that is what we've been looking for.
Yeah.
I actually would rather watch Daniel go fishing than Jonathan from an entertainment standpoint. So they
Yeah.
are giving us what we want.
I've seen a rat go fishing before, but it's usually in a subway puddle. And he was fishing for pizza. Yeah. That's
Yes,
usually
exactly.
what it is.
We get back to the Taco Beach, and yeah, it's like not only are they winning every challenge, but they're like eating too. So it's just like they also get
They're
like
insane.
fed. So it's like they're just winning everything, and like they do seem to be good at like the puzzles too. But I can't totally tell necessarily how good they are at the puzzles because
Yeah.
they always have the head starts too. So I
Yeah, they
can't-
have such a huge head start. And we don't know how much time there was between them and Vati winning. So it's hard to tell, really.
Yeah. And they're like, why did you say we are the strong four?
My main man is a bit of a sloth.
Yeah. Why? Marianne is not happy about it.
No.
She's
No.
not happy.
She's seen every season but Token Sheens, and she knows that that's a no-no.
Well, she's
she
seen
knows.
everything but 6 episodes of Token Sheens.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Yep. Too bad. It's too bad.
Yep, it's too bad.
And Jonathan is self-aware too in this too. That should be noted. Jonathan is paranoid. He's freaking out that he knows he stuck his foot in his mouth. Well, buddy, I don't know what to tell you except win them all, bud. Win
Yeah,
them
it's gonna have to
all.
win every immunity
Win
challenge.
everything, and you will win the. I would be very impressed, and I could see it actually happening too. I don't know about you, unless there were some individual challenges that were only puzzle.
Yes.
And then he's got troubles.
I mean, there's just some that, like, if you have that much body mass, it's really hard to win.
Yeah. But his dad forced him to race up mountains when he was...
At the age of 3, he had to wake up every morning, do 30 pull-ups, and then race up a mountain. And then if you failed, you had to race up the mountain again.
Was his dad the trainer from Rocky? Is that who his dad was? I don't. Is he having to carry logs in the snow? I don't understand.
He was raised by wolves.
Yes. That makes sense. See, that actually makes sense. Yeah.
Let's get crack-a-lackin'.
Yeah. Let's get crack-a-lagging. So we're finally back at the Ika tribe now. We didn't see them at all
Who are
last
these? I was like,
episode.
who are these people?
Who are they? And we see a lot of them this episode, which was very telling to me that we might be seeing an Ika tribal council.
Yeah. We got this awesome montage of Roxroy bossing Romeo around and Romeo just putting up with it. That was fun.
Yeah. Romeo is letting Roxroy feel like the dad he is on the tribe.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Do you think Roxroy has spanked anybody yet on this tribe?
I think Romeo would let it happen if it was allowed. Because he wants the money that badly.
Yeah.
Because he's committed to the game of Survivor.
Yeah. Do you think any of them are grounded? Is that why Romeo can't participate in the challenges? Because he's grounded?
He's like, go sit on the bench.
You're grounded. You talk back to me, young man, and you're going to sit on that bench during the challenge, okay?
No more allowance of fire tokens for you.
Oh,
Dad!
Dad! Then we get the Swathi and Tori talk. Now, we've been saying Swati like dum-dums for the last
It's
few episodes.
Swath.
It's Swathi, and we also screwed up with Omer. Max, we're stupid, man.
They
we're
haven't been saying it clearly enough on the show for us.
Oh,
and
God.
If they had been spelling everything out phonetically for us, then it would have been easier.
Yes, it would be very helpful.
It's
Where was our press kit, CBS?
Where's our press
Give
kit?
us our press kit. We have 2 live viewers right now, CBS. Give us our press kit.
It's everyone's fault but ours. That's all I can say.
Yes. Well, I'm going to go with that too. That way.
But
we
I
don't
will
look bad.
apologize to Swathi.
Yes.
That is the major thing I would like to say. Swathi, we are
Yes.
sorry.
And to Omer. Apologies to Omer and Swathi. We feel like big old dum-dums. Okay.
We do.
That's all there is to it. We're a bunch of dummies. That's all.
Yes.
But this Swathi and Tori conversation, they feel like they're in the minority. Drea's got the extra vote. They need a third person. Swathi throws out Roxroy as a possibility.
But
Tori's not feeling this.
Yeah, I think she thinks Roxroy is annoying because she diagnoses him as a narcissist.
I was gonna say to go from annoying to diagnosing him as narcissistic
she's
personality disorder.
a therapist. I saw her on her Instagram today that if you want to, she has a new YouTube video coming out called Retail Therapy.
Oh, retail therapy.
Yes,
And
'cause,
this is therapy for retail workers.
no, like clothing. Maybe she's a retail therapist.
Oh, I see. I see.
Like maybe you can go to like a
Target.
Maybe you can go to Target and she has like a little office there. You know?
I will say it was annoying the hell out of me this episode that she kept diagnosing everybody that she didn't like. I was like,
Well,
you
isn't
can't
that-
just do that. If somebody annoys you, you can't be like, you are.
Are you saying that
bipolar,
you
or
don't? Are you saying you don't do that?
No, absolutely not.
Well, I do that. I just don't say it. I wouldn't like say it on like TV.
On
You know?
TV, especially if my profession was the
Yeah,
therapist.
yeah, yeah. I do. I feel like I do it all the time. I'm like, well, but mine. I'm just like, I'm diagnosing you as an asshole. Like that's what I do.
Right,
you
right,
know?
right.
I'm like, you're he's clinically an asshole. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like he can't help it. He
Yeah.
can't help it.
So Tori, she lays down her annoyance. She lays down her diagnoses, and
Yeah, I just love
she-
that. She's
she-
like, I have a lot of patience. And- you're on TV. You're diagnosing someone as a narcissist.
oh
Do
boy,
you think she's trying to hope that she'll get a show from this, so she can be like
maybe that
like
could
a
be.
TV site?
That could be. Yeah,
And,
maybe
like,
her.
she was
Maybe
so
her and
good.
Mark L. Wahlberg can host something together at some point.
She was so good at diagnosing people on Survivor. Maybe she can be like, you know how they have like street magicians like David Blaine? She can be like street psychologist, and she can
Yeah.
be like, look what I can do. Okay, look, nothing in my hands. I'm gonna diagnose you in 3 seconds. Okay, 1. Kleptomaniac.
I'm
That's
sure
what you
Rox.
are.
I'm sure Roxroy's family is just devastated to find out on national TV that their dad is a is a narcissist. They're devastated. I'm sure. They didn't know, but now they got the professional opinion on national TV. Good. Yeah.
What about you're depressed? Wow.
Bipolar.
How does she do it? The retail therapist strikes again.
Cancer. Oh wait, no. Never mind. Never mind.
But imagine if she
Oh.
was a psychiatrist. She'd be like breaking into like the medicine thing and like giving people
Pills on the street. Yeah.
no on Survivor.
Oh, I thought we were still going with
She'd
the
be like, we
street
need
show.
to titrate your medication.
Do you think when each contestant gets voted off, you know how usually they immediately talk to a therapist in the car ride over to getting weighed in and everything? Instead, they
Yeah.
just have her come in and sit in the
Yeah,
car
they're
with them.
like, oh well, we don't need that. We fired them because they're Tory.
So anyways, Tori, she's so resistant, but she has so much patience that she not only jumps into this situation with Roxwood, but she jumps into the deep end with it. And she just this is a fascinating conversation here, Max, because we just get this battle of the minds going on with each other. Here we have Roxroy being incredibly condescending to her, telling her that she doesn't work and that he doesn't respect her, and then we have Tori with this narcissistic personality disorder diagnosis in the confessionals, and then Tori, despite all the hate that she has for Roxroy, tells Roxroy the only bit of information that she has in this game, which is that Trey has an advantage.
Yeah, it's definitely the right time to approach it. Not to maybe do it like with Swathi, who has a better relationship with Roxroy. You know,
No, Queen
whose-
takes
whose
king,
idea-
checkmate.
whose
Yeah.
idea it was she just decided to take the matter into her own. This is the type of brilliant brazen gameplay that we always see going on in seasons 41 and 42.
41 and 42, exactly.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, I'll be honest, like I can see, and this is obviously jumping ahead a little bit, but I can see why Romeo felt betrayed by Swathi later here. But this type of erratic gameplay from Tori, is that really something that you want to play with? going forward. I just
I would rather deal with this than somebody who's like more calculating than
that's true, which I think
Slothy.
Romeo definitely saw. But I think
Like when Roxroy called Tori a threat, I was like,
look, I think Romeo is alone in terms of this tribe and finding an ally that is going to be a good strategic player that he can count on throughout the whole way through. Because even Drea wanted to abandon Romeo just 2 episodes ago. She wanted to do an all girls alliance, and like I don't know if there's anyone on that tribe Romeo can actually trust.
Roxroy.
Yes, but Roxroy is a very literal player. I don't know if he's thinking in game. I don't know if he can ever truly be on the same page as Romeo. I just don't.
Yeah, but at least you know he's always going to tell you the truth.
That's true. That's true. He is a
You know,
number.
at least
He is a number. I'm
he's
just
a
saying.
number. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
saying. I feel bad for Romeo in this situation because he does have a very erratic tribe.
Oh my God,
They're
such a
crazy.
mess.
They're such a mess. Crazy is the bad word, but they're such a mess. They're very messy. They're very messy. Tori would call them crazy.
I need to talk to a producer because I'm going to recommend that the rest of my tribe be pulled from the game because
Committed,
they need to be committed.
Can the next reward challenge please be for stray jackets because my tribe needs them?
I'm not kidding.
So yeah, Roxroy too. The second he gets told this, which is real information, he's like, "She's lying. I don't trust her. I don't think Drea does that."
But why would he trust her?
No, it's true. It's but
Tori
like,
just presented as
it's
she's just like randomly is like
totally 100%. But it's funny. This whole situation is so funny.
Well, I guess it wasn't randomly. He was like, but I guess like she's
They're not close enough to where she can leak that
Well,
information.
he brought it up. He's like, yeah, well, what? I bring it up, and then you just randomly are like, well, you know, Drea has it. Like, yeah, she just didn't play it right.
Yeah, well, and this came after him just being condescending to her and lecturing her. And it's like, you're going to return me saying that you're lazy with telling me valuable information in the game.
She thinks that he's a narcissist, so he wouldn't view it as him being condescending to her.
Right. Yes.
Which honestly, I'm not sure if he viewed it as him being condescending either. I genuinely am not sure.
No. I don't think he did. But the edit made it look a certain way. Let's be honest.
No, I think he was being condescending to her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that he knows that he was, though.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not. Yeah. I mean, Roxroy really like
he's bossy pants.
He hates this tribe. He's really
he's
there was
just
that
like
one
this.
confessional where he was like he was doing the Homer Simpson where he was like wanting to choke out his tribe. And I was like, whoa.
I know, dude. It's like, calm down.
He just hates this tribe. It is really the exact opposite of the talking
He's
tribe.
not a cat herder. Like, geez.
So Roxroy runs to Drea, and then that's when all the chaos starts. You know, and that's when everybody's going, okay, well, Tori is done, and it's as far as we know, if they lose the next immunity challenge, she's gone. She's
gonna be Tor.
Yep. And that leads us to the immunity challenge.
We learn we're a third of the way through the game, and Daniel, once again, we hear you guys don't understand, but on TV this looks easy. I'm like, do people just go on this show because they think it looks easy?
Yeah.
I have never looked at the show and been like, this looks so easy.
I've just
these people
every time I watch the show, I'm just thinking, if I could get a nice Outback Steakhouse meal on this show, it's all worth it.
There's people
It's all worth it.
starving, and especially when they get.
And then I go on and it's 10 fish. No, I didn't want Red Lobster. I wanted Outback Steakhouse.
When they get medevac with these terrible like infections and are covered in bug bites and stuff, and they like lose 30
Easy.
pounds and are emaciated, I'm like, oh yeah, this is so easy.
You're like wimps.
Marianne, I think she said her bunny thing correctly.
Did she say it word for word this time?
I don't know word for word, but it seemed better at least.
Yeah. And this has to be addressed. what is Ika doing? Like, they are so messy. They have, like, Mike is still waiting for Ika to say it so that he can say it. And what are they doing over there?
They're too busy. Roxroy has them in lockstep.
They're all
doing
grounded,
work.
aren't they?
They're all grounded. You're
Mike,
right.
the
What are they-
producers just must be furious at this.
Like,
They
what
just
the
must be
fuck
so
are you
mad.
guys doing? They gotta move it.
I think we joked about this last week. Is like eventually they're just gonna have to like leave it in the sand next to the fire, and it says immunity.
It's not
and
going to be
then-
good enough. You mean like what they did for Ben Trebergen?
right. Idle here. Yeah.
Idol here. Oh, my
dig
God,
here. Dig here.
I can't believe it's where I sat when I had like 30 minutes left before Tribal. Whoa. Yeah. So I love how she's so frustrated after like no one says anything. I do like how Mike's just like, yeah, I'm not saying shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
Yeah.
Daniel's idea, but it's a good one.
And she thinks it's both tribes that are being idiots, but really it's just that messy Ika tribe once again.
Messy Ika.
Oh, they're so messy and we're here for it. See, that's why I think Taku's got a chance if there is a tribe swap, because Ika's so messy that
I
it's
know.
like something's gonna happen to prevent Taku from getting pulled apart. You know, they're just and then you throw Daniel in the mix. There's so many messy people on this show that Taku
Worst-
could be just fine. Taku could be just fine.
It's
Oh,
good
wait.
bone levels of incompetence.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
really bad.
Oh man.
Um,
Sugar's not going to join this game halfway through, is she?
That would be
Jeez.
amazing.
Sugar and Creepy Bob come in on a boat at the merge.
Romeo sits out, king of sitting. I love
Yeah, he's trying to take Sandra's crown here. I
No.
think.
it. He's just hoping there's going to be an advantage on that bench every time. He's like, all right, where is the advantage? Where's
Yeah.
the advantage? The challenge is literally carrying your tribe in a boat for like the first half.
Yeah, this challenge was just made for Lydia. It was just made for her. you
Yeah,
know?
all you have to do is tie the rope around her waist and have her swim with
Yeah.
the boat.
Everyone get out of the way because waves are about to be made because of strong Lydia pulling this boat.
But in all seriousness, this is so fucked up. Okay, they should have canceled this challenge and made another one. Okay, so it's rigged for Taku. Jonathan just
This is the perfect tribe, the perfect one for
Okay,
Jonathan. Yeah.
Jonathan just gets to tie it to his waist and then pull the boat, and then Omer gets to construct the anatomy of a fish.
Yeah,
He's
I mean, come on, he's a
basically-
vet.
Oh, he's a fish doctor, for
Yeah.
God's sake.
Although he
okay?
did screw up briefly with the key in the water, he kept shoving the key further away. He would probably describe it as like a bottlenose dolphin pushing a
Yes,
baseball,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. It's our best animal impression. ever.
Let's do those again. Let's see.
There's people that can do dolphin noises, and there's people who can't.
No.
And obviously, we fall in the people who can
Look,
pile.
yeah. Yes. We are. I am Robin Williams. You are Jim Carrey. Yes. Thank you. It never gets old.
I gotta say, in a little bit of a Schadenfreude, shout out to Tori.
Yeah.
Experience. I did enjoy watching Lydia miss twice. I'm sorry. It was fun. I laughed.
Why did they send her up there a second time? That's what I.
Because I think you have to
Oh,
alternate.
do you have to
probably.
alternate each time? 'Cause
I'm
she's
sorry.
so
I
short.
like people fucking up in challenges. I like at
Oh.
the end. I like how
all the
Roxroy
belly
can't.
flops. at the
Roxroy
end.
not being able to dive was fun.
No, Omer too. Omer did it
Right.
too. All of them were belly flopping. I even wrote that down in my notes. I was like, I've never seen
Yes.
this many belly flops at the end of a challenge. There were so many.
Yeah, like when they dive off the dock to swim
Yes.
at the end, I was like, nobody can dive.
Yeah.
It's like you're not even doing a high dive. You're just jumping. Like, why don't you just why don't you just
just jump straight in? Like,
yeah, if
vertically?
you can't dive, just pencil
gonna
dive
hurt
into the water,
less.
guy.
It's gonna hurt less. It's almost like they're meaning to dive, but they're so exhausted that they just can't
Like,
do it all the
alright.
way.
But by the end of the season, I'm gonna look so cool diving into the water. But I get it. Like, if you can't dive, you can't dive. But I would just jump into the water.
I know. Just pencil dive.
Just pencil dive. It's fine. It's okay if you can't dive. It's not a big deal.
We should make a compilation of the best belly flops of the season. Is what we should do at the end of this season.
It's just so funny. how
There's
to
so
get-
many. There's so many. It's crazy.
It's just like, I'm not gonna hold it against you for not being able to dive. It's just funny that you keep doing it.
Yeah.
That's what's
Yeah.
funny about it. Yeah, Vachi pulls it out just barely at the end. Just barely.
Yeah, Ika had a really hard time with the concept of that two people need to hold those puzzle pieces in. They just kept dropping over and over.
Vachi,
I don't know
really-
what's going on there.
You gotta really fuck up to lose to Ika. You know, you gotta really fuck it up.
It's true.
I like how there was one point where like one of the tribes, like they had to go back into like the chest or whatever that cage thing was to get the puzzle pieces open.
Yeah.
And they had to like open the hatch again to like get the puzzle pieces out. And I was like, you closed the lid again? I was like, why did you close the lid? Why is the lid closed?
Max, do you know how many Ivy League students there are? on
I
this
know.
season? Oh, folks, higher education ain't all it's cracked up to
They
be. That's all I
fucking
gotta say.
paid people to do their SATs for them,
Yeah,
to write
yeah.
their essays. They fudge their extracurriculars.
Oh.
They did the whole Aunt Becky from Full House thing.
Yep. It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
They're friends of Olivia Jade, you know, it's just the
Yeah.
whole thing.
So this segment ends with Tori talking about that she might have to play her shot in the dark. She'll be left with no choice but to play that 1 in 6 shot of staying.
Dude,
The game that
these-
works so famously.
Okay, these shot in the darks should not be getting played, and
They're
it is
so
just
dumb. They're
no.
so dumb.
It is just enough. Oh, who's dumb? What's dumb? The shot in the
The
dark.
fact that the shot in the dark exists is dumb.
Okay, that is dumb. But what
Yeah.
is really dumb are the players. Okay, because
Well,
the
that
reason-
too. Yeah.
The reason that the shot in the darks were being played less last season is
Yeah.
because Shan and Ricard's tribe kept getting sent to tribal council every time, right?
Yeah.
And Shan and Ricard were making everybody feel comfortable every time
Sure.
and feeling safe that they weren't going to get set home. So
Yeah.
they didn't feel like they needed to play their shot in the dark.
Yeah.
So
it illuminates good gameplay if nobody's playing.
yes.
Yeah.
So the fact that like every fucking tribal somebody is using their shot in the dark is
Yeah.
showing that people aren't making people feel comfortable enough.
Right. Yeah.
Like and you even saw in this segment on Ika Beach, like Swathi like knows that something is up. She's like,
Yeah.
everyone's talking to Tori, no one's talking to me, like something is up. It's like, why are you guys making it less obvious? Like, why are you letting her know that she's going home? What if the shot in the dark works? I mean, I guess it doesn't
I can
really,
answer that for you.
because they don't
It's the
care.
it's because it's the Ika tribe.
I mean, I
Because they're
guess
messy as hell.
they don't really care if Tori goes home, but then if a tribe swap happens, Swathi is going to be a loose number who's against you.
And what happens if the 1 in 6 chance does work out? Then you have that problem too. You know, I don't
Like
know.
it's, they in this circumstance, they don't care because then they have backup and Tori will go home.
Yeah, yeah,
But still, you know, for all these other instances, it's like, how about you just don't let people know? Like you
Mhm.
should be proactive about actually blindsiding people. Maybe get into the habit of it.
absolutely. Yeah,
Because the fact that this many shot in the darks are getting played, yeah, you're right. It's definitely indicative of poor gameplay. But this isn't.
it's
this is-
weird. Like I feel like Survivor's going back in time in more ways than one. You know what I mean? Like it shouldn't be this way. Survivor is supposed to be ever evolving, not devolving. Like
Yeah, they're so bad.
I did we peak at season 40? I don't know. I still love Survivor, but man, it feels like this new era is the casting is yeah, let's move on.
I mean, I just don't even feel like they're facing that many twists and turns this season yet that are
No.
forcing them to do this. There hasn't been that many crazy things. I mean, in the Daniel tribal, yeah, that things got a little crazy there, right? But these other things, these are pretty
Because of
basic,
bad gameplay.
they're pretty basic votes. The shot in the dark, there were ways to make sure that the shot in the dark wasn't played. Now it didn't turn out mattering, but don't you want to at least want to blindside someone, because I mean they still did the split vote, because what if an idol happened? But
Right.
I don't know.
I don't want to see someone Mr. Magooing themselves all the way to the end to win the $1 million. I want to see people playing a smart game to win in the end.
Exactly. So make sure that somebody doesn't play their shot in the dark. Make sure somebody doesn't play their idol. Like, like use strategy. It's stupid.
There's been 41 seasons before this to learn from. I think this should be easier by now to know exactly what to do in these situations.
Well, they are all super fans, so
apparently, and they're all Ivy League grads, so
Yeah.
this should be in the bag for them, right?
Well, Swathi's gone now, so we lost one of them. I
Yeah,
forget
that's
who the
true.
remaining ones are, but
yeah, I can't remember either.
Daniel is one.
Yes, was Chanel one too? I think she might have been.
Yeah.
I think she might have been. Yeah, I can't remember.
They're all Ivy League to me.
If they're on Survivor, they must be.
They must be. So yeah, Roxroy is like, Tori must go, but then Romeo goes to Tori and is like, yo, I heard you told Rox that it's gonna be you, Swati, and Roxroy, which is weird because I thought that we were okay. And then Tori is like, well, Swati told me that you guys had like a 4-person alliance that I wasn't on the parts that I wasn't a part of. So Romeo then gets wise and is like,
and good on Romeo, by the way, for seeing an opportunity to maybe gain a little more information from the person on the bottom.
Yes.
Good for Romeo there.
Well,
I think that's great.
Romeo's smart. He's like, why don't I actually, talk to people and make connections? It doesn't hurt to talk to people and gain information.
Of course. Especially someone on the bottom who is just going to leak everything.
Yeah. Like, why don't you check receipts?
Yeah.
He checks receipts. So he's like, maybe Swati isn't all that good. He's instantly like, maybe we have to get Swati out because that's very suspicious. So he goes to Drea and is like, we might need to get Swati out because listen to what Tori just told me. And they all find out that Tori told that Swati told them
they were their number one.
That they were number one.
Yeah, that's
when I knew Swati. Well, I was like,
that's when she's screwed.
Well, in a normal tribe, I thought that she was screwed, but I thought that they might still send Tori.
It still might be messy. Yeah,
Ika.
Well, of course, it is Ika.
I was like, right?
Yeah. Look, I think I kind of think, and I already kind of said this earlier, but I think you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't in this situation. If you're Ika, if I'm Romeo, who is so clearly far and away the best player on this tribe. If I'm Romeo, I definitely am saying I want to get out my biggest competition who's not being straightforward with me, and I'll deal with Tori's craziness, in the meantime. And I assume Tori might still be on the bottom in this tribe. I assume.
Yeah, I think so.
Because Tori was fibbing a lot too herself,
Was she at this point?
Well, she was being erratic. She was going around telling people that Drea had the idol and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Fibbing is the wrong word, but she's an erratic game player. Basically.
She is, but I think that she did a good job to be like, hey, the only reason that I did that was because of Swati, which is true, but she still is not she still is erratic, I would say.
Yes, she's messy. She's very messy.
She's messy.
And I don't like, she's always seems to make herself on the bottom. Not many people on the tribe seem to like her that much. She's just being told what to do by different people, basically.
Also,
so
she's
far.
the only little kid left. It's the big kids versus the little kids, so they won't want to get the last little kid out. You know what I'm talking about?
Do you think she was jealous of Swathi going home like she was Adam?
Oh, Zach going home?
or Zach?
You
Oh,
get to
I
have.
just called-
I
I just called him Adam again. I think that's the third time I've accidentally called him Adam.
I bet they have butterbeer Ponderosa
Yes.
and whatever they call those the jelly beans in Burton.
Is the pre-merge vacation that they're going on to Harry Potter World?
Harry Potter World.
Because if it is, I'll volunteer to go home right now.
to booger buster belly beans or whatever they call them.
Oh God, sounds great.
Yeah, but yeah, I immediately was like, they're not doing a good job making Swathi comfortable. And then when she goes to talk to Drea, Drea's like, should I keep Swathi? But I was like, yeah, this is probably just fake Survivor stuff. But yeah.
I think it's pretty amazing that it never came to light that that Drea wanted an all-girls alliance. That's something that's interesting to me too, because like I said with Romeo, it's like he doesn't have a person in any corner because Drea was willing to backstab him too.
Yeah, I was
like
wondering when
all
that
these
would come to
people.
light.
Yeah,
I thought it was gonna get really messy.
yeah. Like Swathi could have brought that up at Tribal, I guess, but she was still trying
should've-
to hang on.
She should have brought that up at the beach.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get why she didn't bring that up. She
She
so
should have said, "Well,
screwed.
all this mess happened when Drea first said she wanted an all-girls alliance, and then everything seemed like out of place, and I didn't know where to go or what to do."
She should have brought that up because that was her only chance
That's
of
her only ammo.
survival. Because
Yeah.
she knew that, and especially because she clearly knew that she was screwed going into tribal if she played her shot in the dark.
Yep.
If you play your shot in the dark, you know you're screwed going into tribal.
Absolutely. Yep. Because the shot in the dark doesn't work either. Also that reason.
Because they did a bad job. Because they kept talking to everybody but her, and they were having long, friendly conversations with Tori in front of her and being chummy with her.
Oh man.
Sorry, did I call her Victoria or did I?
Oh, I didn't hit. I must have missed.
I
that
don't
if
think
you
so.
did.
I think I called her Tori, and then in my head, but I guess her name is probably Victoria. I'm guessing, but
Maybe.
Tori.
Yeah, no, I mean this tribe is so messy. I can't wait to see what happens if and when there's a tribe swap and what happens with these Ika tribe members. They're so messy.
I'm still very in on the season, by the way. I find it
Oh,
very
totally,
intriguing and
totally.
fun. I just find these people very not good at Survivor.
With the
Besides a
exception of a
select
few. Yeah.
Besides, like, I'm very high on High and
Yes.
Romeo.
Yes.
I'm looking. DM Rock says, I have a feeling the shot in the dark is going to work in the future. I have a 16% feeling that the shot in the dark is going to work in the future.
One of these people are going to get a Yahtzee. That's what I think.
I think it
It's
could
going to
work.
be a Yahtzee.
I mean, I hope it works at least once, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting sick of it not working. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't. Oh, it's
I
just
just wish
this is
a
the
funny-
biggest bust of a twist maybe that we've seen ever in Survivor.
So this season on RuPaul, it was like every cast member drew from chocolate bars at the beginning of the season, and when you
that's
get
funny.
eliminated, you unwrap a chocolate bar,
Mm.
and
Oh, so it's like a
basically-
golden ticket, sort
It's
of.
like a golden ticket, but
Yeah.
but like everybody gets eliminated until somebody draws unwraps, and it's like a golden chocolate bar.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so every time that somebody has opened it and it's not been a golden chocolate bar, they played a trombone noise, and RuPaul just goes, "Yes, like brr, brr," and RuPaul just goes, "It's not chocolate." It's like so fucking hilarious. Oh no! It's like so deadpan. Fucking. I wish there was something funny at least.
Yeah,
like
they could do
like,
that
it
with
was like,
Survivor. Yeah,
"Wah, wah."
it could be like ripping open a. It could be like ripping open a dead fish, and then there's a
Yeah.
thing that says you're safe or you're not safe.
Or you're not
Yeah.
safe. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, "Wah."
You have to cut the fish and get all the guts out. Then there's a
Yeah.
messy note in there you have to clean off.
It's not fish.
It's not.
DM Rock says, "Are you going to watch Kim Spradlin's new house design
Oh,
show?
she has a new
Have
house
you heard
design
about-
show.
Have you heard about?
I
Kim
haven't
Spradlin?
heard about this. This
It's
sounds
called,
fun though.
Hold on.
Let me ask you this: does everyone who live in Texas get a house design show? Is that
Pretty much,
if you move
because-
there, they give you one? Is that what it is?
I forget what it's called. It's like my house design from hell or something.
Oh, is it?
Hold on, it's on Reddit.
I saw Boston Rob is also doing like some sort of house remodeling show. He is. It's and Ethan is also building things on his Instagram channel. Should we get into this, Max?
Into the Kim Survivor thing?
No, into the like house design thing.
Oh. Yes, we definitely should.
This feels like a money pot here that we can reach our hands into.
Even
Though you and I both know nothing about handiwork, like nothing.
I was definitely thinking that. I mean, I don't think you really need to know that much about it. I mean, do the Property Brothers really know that much about property?
I think Boston Rob absolutely does, because if
oh
you
no,
saw
and
that,
so does Kim, and so does all these people. But I don't
Yeah.
think you have to. You just need to be amazing, personable hosts.
what about
like-
Ty Pennington from Extreme Home Makeover back in the early 2000s? The guy who wore the short shorts and he had the frosted tips. Remember him? You think he was really a big? You think he was a big builder? You think he was a big handyman?
I do, but I don't think that we
You think if we just show up with a hammer and someone already hammered in most of the nail for us, and all we have to do is go hit that last centimeter of the nail in, then that's all we need to look good on the show.
So why can't we be like designers?
True. Yeah.
So you want to be like builders on this show?
Yeah. You'd be like, this is my Survivor cave. This is where I watch Survivor on Wednesdays. This is where I tell the wife and kids to keep the hell out. Have my beer.
No one's allowed to watch Survivor with me. No friends either.
Only me and my laptop with the Reddit feed.
Yes, DM Rocks. I just found that too. It's called "Why the Heck Did I Buy This
Okay,
House?" It's
okay.
a really catchy name with Kim Spradlin.
I'll watch it. I love Kim. She's one of my
Yeah.
favorite winners. I love her.
And I think that so what was her name that was in the final two with her? Was it Heidi?
No,
No, not Heidi.
no, was it Sabrina or something?
No, Sabrina was in the final. Yeah, Sabrina also in the final three? Chelsea,
Chelsea. That's right.
is also on a show called like Southern Living or something on like a reality show. So
Oh,
she
is she
also has
really?
it. She also has a show.
Wow.
So Kim now has her own HGTV series set in San Antonio.
And soon we'll get that Tory Dr. Phil type show coming soon. Yeah.
Yes, and
that'd be great.
and Street Magic Therapy.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to that one. Her handing pills out to people on the street.
If she won't do it, I'll just do it.
You're gonna do it. You're gonna go.
I'm
hand
sure
pills
that they'll
out?
pay. Whoever does it will pay off the lawsuits for me. They'll cover it. I'll send them the pilot, and they'll be like, "This is too good to pass
I'm
up."
sure Brooklyn would love you handing pills out on the street. They
Dr.
would love it.
Phil's not a real doctor, right? He's not a real doctor. Dr. Oz is a real
He's
doctor.
a quack. He's a quack.
Southern Charm is the show. Southern Charm. is
That's right.
on it.
That's right. Yep.
Yes. Oh, she's not there anymore, though.
Well, now this is just a roller coaster ride with my.
It's a
emotions.
reality show based on Charmed, but it's set in the South. So they're like witches.
Yes, that sounds.
So-
See, I would watch that. I would watch that. That
Yeah.
sounds good. Oh boy.
So we get to tribal, and Jeff's like, "What's the vibe over at camp, you crazy kids? What's the vibe like?"
Is anybody dabbing? Is anybody dabbing?
You guys doing those dances from Fortniters? What's going on over there?
Is everybody talking about TikTok over there, huh? Is it chill vibes?
You guys are so jealous. I'm on TikTok every night over at the hotel. You guys are jealous of me and my TikTok.
I'm not Chugi. I'm not Chugi.
I've been texting with B Rob. It's really cool.
B-Rob. Yeah.
And then Swathi's like, I will not go home because Tori wants to blindside Drea. I will not. And then Jeff is like, Tori, what do you think about this? And Tori actually has a really good line here.
Kind of hard to combat with what she was saying because so much of it was not rooted in reality.
Oh,
Tori-
so she's like disassociative. Swathi is.
Yeah.
She's got a. She might be
diagnosed with her.
psychopathic. Actually.
Yeah, she's like,
She's
I'm
not-
diagnosing her with schizophrenia.
Yeah, she might
dissociative.
need to immediately see a doctor to get a brain
Yeah.
scan for schizophrenia.
We
Yeah.
need to vote her out because it's a medical concern.
I see now how she can win this game. I really
Yes.
do. She can win this thing.
We need to vote him out. He's dissociative personality disorder. This is a really serious issue.
Jeff reads the final vote, and it's like an ink blotter on there, and and Tori's like, "What do you see in that vote, Jeff? What do you see? Because it's not me. It's not me."
Amazing.
Oh boy. At least Swathi got to feel a proud parenting moment from Roxroy saying that he was proud
Yes.
of her for being less shy.
That's also how I knew she was going home. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, she's bye.
Yeah. But she got a pat on the back from Roxroy, which approval from dad, that's everything.
That's
That's everything.
that's better than $1 million.
It's better than $1 million. She's gonna go home feeling like $1 million. She really will.
Yes.
Yeah. If only Jonathan had that. I hope Jonathan and Roxroy get on the same tribe. I really do. Might be therapeutic.
I hope
Let's get
Roxroy gets-
Jonathan, Roxroy, and Tori on the same tribe.
I
We
want
could do some
Roxroy to
role
get,
play
like-
therapy there.
I want Roxroy to get like mad at Jonathan for not like lifting enough. Like, why won't you lift more?
Let's get crack-a-lacking.
Come on, Jonathan.
You only came back with 4 tree trunks, Jonathan. I know you can do better than that.
Oh
I
my
know you
God.
can do better than that.
You weren't
Jonathan.
swimming with the entire tribe on the boat fast enough in that challenge. What the fuck? I know. It's so weird when it seemed like he was like miming squeezing someone's
Yeah,
head.
That's why I said it was the Homer Simpson, the choking Bart thing. Is
Yeah,
what
but it
looked
didn't
like.
seem like he was squeezing a neck. It's like he
No, it was
to
the head.
me,
He was gonna crack the skull open.
crack a head, like squeeze a brain out of someone's ears or something. It's very intense, Roxroy.
Don't doubt me,
Don't doubt me, buddy.
Don't doubt me, Probst.
He's just a visual person. He communicates visually. That's all.
That is
Instead of
Uh,
saying he wants to strangle someone, he just shows it.
you know what you're describing, Ben?
What?
A primary symptom of narcissism. So you're confirming Tori's diagnosis. We gotta have her on the podcast and just go
Oh, yeah.
through each cast
Each
member
person and what their diagnosis
that
is.
this is, and then see if we agree with her, and then we can also give our own
Yes.
diagnosis and just go through. This will go over really well.
Yeah, and then we'll be sure to ask her what house she's in for Harry Potter. That's what's most important, right?
Yeah, we'll go with the Harry Potter houses, diagnosis, what we think each person's. I want to know what she thinks each person's parents were like.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Which she might know, but I want to see what she really thinks their parents were
Yes.
like. I want
Mhm.
to see her diagnose each person's parents too. I want to see how good she really is, and then we'll have their parents on and ask them see if they have any diagnoses. See how good she really is. Got to put her to the test.
Oh,
I'm just saying, if you're gonna go on a show and start diagnosing people, hey,
I know
if she
it.
wants to be the next Dr. Phil,
It's looking like that so far.
if she's really a retail therapist,
Imagine if Denise was doing the same thing but with sex therapy on the island. How would that even work?
I have a lot of patients who are also bottoms, and he is definitely
She's diagnosing everybody as a dom or a sub.
dom or a sub, or like his favorite position is definitely missionary. I can tell based on
Malcolm. She was talking about there, right?
yeah.
Let's not go into some of the other castmates on that tribe. We don't want that.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you caught up. I saw.
Yeah, I
I
caught
saw
up.
the moment where you caught up on that.
I caught up. I was like, Zeke? No, not Zeke. Not
Zeke wasn't on that season.
Not Zeke. The guy in the tribe who his strategy was it began with the Z. The guy in the tribe who his strategy was to get voted out first.
No, I'm not talking about.
No,
that.
the guy who I was talking about instead of Z.
Okay, yes. I forget what
Do you remember he began with a Z though? It was
But
like
you know
Zed.
who
I know.
I'm
I
talking
was
about with my
just
joke.
correcting. I was
Okay.
just letting you know who I was talking about.
Okay, no, I know who the guy who got voted
Zane.
out first.
Zane.
That's who it is. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, they gotta have Zane back. on the
Zane.
show.
They gotta have Zane back. He was
Oh
brilliant.
my god, I would love to have Zane back. He was a star that shined so bright that he went out too early. You know.
Yeah, I mean, what an
That's
amazing
how it is.
strategy. Like, my strategy is to get voted out.
You know what? You want to talk about new era Survivor? That's going to be Survivor 60 as people are going to be doing that. They're going to be
I'm
stealing his
surprised
gameplay
no one
stuff.
has tried to do that yet.
Yeah, it's weird.
Again.
It's weird.
I mean, they might be doing this without thinking about it this season. I feel like they
Yeah.
basically are trying to do that on the Ika tribe. Everyone is basically.
Especially on the Ika
Chanel
tribe.
has become pretty close.
Yeah,
I mean, Chanel
she did.
gave up her vote.
She did. Yeah, she
For
came
no
close.
reason.
Daniel's come close. Tori's come close. A lot of people have come close here.
These people are not puzzle people.
There was a part of me that wanted Vati to lose just so I could be like, and that's what you get for voting out Jenny, the puzzle
That's
queen.
right.
Oh,
But I mean,
because Jenny would have, she would have been done with that so much faster. Come on, she
Yeah.
would have been done with that so much faster.
but nobody could beat Omer because he's a fish doctor.
That's right. He's already done that puzzle almost every day, doing surgery repairs on the fish.
It was based on the anatomy of a fish to a T.
Yes. Jonathan could have done that puzzle because Jonathan's
Yeah.
a fisher hunter. Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
a spearman. So Swathi, she plays her shot in the dark. How do you think that went for her, Max?
It's not chocolate.
It's not chocolate. No. I want one to work so bad. It's getting annoying. It's getting really annoying.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, I get it. This is a stupid twist that
It's
they
the
should end.
dumbest twist. I want to just one of these times. I want to see Jeff roll out the scroll and then pull out a Sharpie and start scratching out "not," and then flips it over and it just says "safe" with "not" scratched out. And he goes, "You did it! You did it!" Please, Jeff, hook us up.
Yep. So she goes home, and that's another Survivor episode, everybody. So
I like Swathi. I'm kind of bummed that she's gone, but you know,
she fucked up.
when you're giving close information to Tori, look, things are bound to happen.
Yeah,
Things are
I don't
bound
think
to
she
happen.
should have turned on Drea like that with Tori.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. And the reason is what? Like who was she hoping to get closer to as a result of that? Was it Romeo? Was it Roxroy? If so, then she should have been more communicative with them.
She wasn't. She was just hoping. Yeah, I don't know what she was hoping.
You
to do.
can't just be only communicative with one person about these devious plans. Otherwise, it's going to bite you in the ass when all of a sudden you're not in the numbers.
But the devious plan was just her, Tori,
And Tori, yeah.
and Roxroy. That
Hopefully
was the plan.
Roxroy, which was a pardon the pun,
terrible
it was
idea.
a rocky idea. Okay?
It was a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Why would Roxroy turn on Drea?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
And I thought Swathi was doing a pretty good job coasting as what people thought was a sturdy vote.
She was. She clearly overplayed though by telling everyone she was their number one though.
Yeah, and maybe from what we saw, what we didn't see, I don't know, but like maybe she didn't see Tori as erratically as we did on the show.
It seems like it was pretty obvious.
I know.
She was the target for everyone for that reason. She was the target the first time with Zach, and everyone was like, "It's because Tori is erratic."
Yeah. It's honestly a miracle.
By the way, as erratic,
it's a miracle she's still there. Yes.
Not as
of course.
No. Oh, and with
we
her,
wouldn't want to diagnose her or anything.
Not erratically diagnose someone.
No.
We're not retail therapists, so we can't do that.
We can't comment on that. The best retail therapy jobs we could get is at a Walmart or a 7-Eleven. We couldn't be as high as Target. There's no way.
Target.
Home. Oh, well, what's your predictions for next week? Are we gonna get a tribe swap finally?
No,
I don't think so. I don't think we are.
I'm not getting that sense.
We still got sort of even.
I'm okay with it.
Tribes.
I'm still feeling the dynamics of these tribes, especially Ika. The mess.
Ika and Vati are just both so messy.
Well, and it looks like Taku, like Jonathan and Marianne, are gonna get into a fight potentially.
Yes, I saw that on the next week. Yep. That should be interesting. What do you think?
I'm into it. I'm into all
that
of it.
fight's gonna be about.
Marianne being mad at Jonathan about something petty.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. Should be interesting.
I'm excited.
I'm excited as well.
Yeah, if you're interested in some other stuff we got going on, check us out with Temptation Island coverage tomorrow afternoon at 2:30 p.m. Eastern, probably.
Yes. And we also recorded a really fun episode of our new podcast, Lords of Love, last Thursday. If you haven't checked that out on our YouTube channel. We're joined by comedian Andrew Heaton. He was really funny. We had a really good time. That's a relationship and dating advice podcast. In the future, we've got lots of Netflix reality shows coming up. We've got 90 Day Fiance. Can I say that, Max? That we're gonna
do 90 Day Fiance when the next season premieres on Easter.
That's right. And we're still trying to get, for those Love is Blind fans out there, we're still trying to get Love is Blind interviews. There has been a lot going on in that Netflix reality world, and these people are just very busy right now, but they have told us they want to come on when they're allowed to.
Yeah.
So we're still working on it, but it might come much later than what we all thought.
Yes, but The Ultimatum premieres a week from today, so get excited. The new show from the creators of Love is Blind, hosted by Nick, obviously, Lachey, and Vanessa, star of NCIS Hawaii, Lachey.
Yes. They don't host anything else though, from what I know. It's just The Ultimatum, right? No, they hosted the Love is Blind reunion, I think.
Yeah, they hosted Love is Blind reunion and The Ultimatum.
That was it. Yeah. Folks, follow us on socials. We're Reality Alert Podcast on Instagram. We are Reality Alert _ on Twitter, and you can find us at Reality Alert on both YouTube and Twitch. Go ahead and give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. That's it. Thanks for tuning in this week, folks. Bye-bye.
Bye. It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your 2 best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert.
My main man is a bit of a sloth.